Hi Kiwi, and welcome back to a new episode of Hades 2. We are going to be taking the aspect of Circe. I ranked it up once, so now it does 15 damage every time, or what is it, every zero point 0.2 seconds an enemy is caught in our tether. We're going to be taking Rocky, and we're going to be taking a Jeweled Palm and go for a a Fate Swim run here today. Here are our vows for the evening. We're going to be doing an Underworld run to get our next testament. Today we are going to be talking a lot more about the anime awards. I still have the last 8 categories to discuss, but before that I do have one other thing I want to chat about.
This is a proper spooky night. You had something to do with it, right, Em? My heart's racing non-stop. Whatever you've been up to in your crossroads there, hope it works.
Me too. Alright, what do we get? Alright, so we're running Aspect of Circe. Winter Circle's actually really good here, I think, because they buffed it. They made it so how it works. It used to be that it still increases the duration of your cast, or it increases the rate at which your cast is used, so it regenerates and gets consumed faster, 40% faster at base level. What that means for us is that in the past, if we had, say, Zeus's cast, which drops, say, 10 lightning bolts, it would drop only 6 of them because it expired 40% faster. Now it fires those lightning bolts faster, so you would still get all 10, and then you'd be able to drop the cast again much sooner. It actually is kind of incredible for a cast-focused build now. Not to mention we have, I think, the Messenger, which gives us iframes every time we're dropping our cast too. So really, really, really good for us. We'll still need a cast boon to make it work, but hopefully Fate Swim will provide soon enough. Anyway, so like I was saying, we are going to be talking about the anime awards again, but particularly before I start that, I need to mention, may I ask for one final thing? Or may I please ask for one final thing, I think is the name of the anime. Our main character, Scarlet L. Van Dimian, a lovely noble lady who has control over time because of a god-given power she obtained at birth, solves all of her problems through the power of punching them.
You got here rather quickly, quite unlike that rascal Hermes, I should say. Lately, he's never about when needed. Should he decide to make himself useful in all this, may he prove more dependable with you.
Not gonna lie, getting Zeus this early is amazing, especially because he's offering us Storm Ring. That is the single best cast boon in the game for this build, in my opinion. There are probably other cast boons that can scale incredibly well, but between Zeus and Hestia, I think I just stack up on Zeus, see if I can get Blitz and Double Strike going, and just watch the enemy HP bars melt. This is going to be a very fast run, should it get even a little bit more online than it already is. Did not need to run into any of that, and sure did anyway. But anyway, so such a fun anime. One of the only anime I watched this season that was English dubbed. I generally prefer subs because in life I prefer subs. Like, if people could talk and have subtitles under everything they say, life would be so much easier for me, frankly. And for Kiwi, most certainly. This is something we strongly agree on. But I also kind of just prefer the way dubs sound in most cases, but I'm trying to gain more of an appreciation for English dubbing, not only because I think it has a phenomenal, just a huge pool of talent that I don't appreciate outside of video games, and I need to be exposed to more, but also it serves as a purpose to kind of gain more experience and learn more of examples of voice acting techniques that maybe I can apply to my own experiences. Chaos would be cool here, but honestly, we could go for a King's Ransom build potentially and just scale ridiculously well. I have to try. I'm gonna go for Hera here. Alright, watch this enemy just get absolutely melted. Like, look at that. Oh my goodness. Okay, look at me get absolutely melted. Those are only ones. There it goes. Goodbye, mini-boss.
Until we meet again.
Where is that Hermes when you need him? Have you seen him lately, girl? Always flitting about, impossible to pin down. Ugh, what news could there be to deliver at a time like this?
Mostly little happenstances that he sees are necessary for us. Okay, Nexus Rush sounds great. Born Gain we won't really need, but it's a really good option for this build. Fine Line, we're not really building around a Mega Attacks. I think I'll take the Sprint because it'll one-shot most things in the area. It's so good in Erebus. Between Nexus Sprint and all of the damage that we're going to be getting from Zeus's Storm Ring, we are so set for damage here. Oh, hey Artemis, sure, why not give us crit chance on our cast? That would be just the funniest thing, right? Anyway, all right, so let me focus. So the English dub of May I Ask for One Final Thing was so good. I think in one of the first 3 episodes, I think possibly the first episode, the main character's brother, I think his name was Leo, lets out this like heart-wrenching scream of despair when our main character just punches a prince who she's really pissed at in the face and just sends him flying off into the horizon, and also manages to punch the heroine of the story too.
Companion now. Mine would be with me too, except they won't set foot in the underworld where they still draw breath. Except these birds, which do not seem to care.
The birds don't want to breathe.
And I suppose they have other excuses for Ophira? Some companions they are, leaving you to your devices here.
They're just like us for the most part, except quieter usually. You take good care of yours for me, all right?
Will do. Alright, what have we got? Pressure points, 4% crit chance. A piercing arrow fires towards any foe struck by your Omega cast. After you dash, your Omega moves may crit. So either 4% base crit or easy shot are both good here. I'm really bad at using the Omega casts, so I think I'm going to just take the base crit chance. Good old pressure points is never a wrong choice.
Join me.
So I just want to say, like, I feel like, may I ask for one final thing? Got such a short end of the stick. It didn't get a single nomination in the Crunchyroll Awards, and I definitely think it earns it. It should have deserved at least one. Frankly, for best comedy, one could argue technically it's an isekai, but that's a bit of a spoiler, so I won't say more on that. Hera, I think I have more of a trouble dealing with, so I'll take her over Zeus. Special Born Gain Bridal Glow. Bridal Glow could hit either our attack or our cast. I have to roll for it. Come on, hit the attack. I'm not going to complain about more blitz damage.
Olympus, is some obedience truly too much to expect?
Dude, you're preaching to the choir here. It was your wife. We both know who rules Olympus
Had to do
at
it.
this, at least in this story at this point. Anyway, so yeah, I just need to at least mention it and appreciate it for what it was and how much of a how much it got stiffed in the Crunchyroll Awards. But it is what it is. I don't get to make the nominations, and I definitely think someone is bad at making nominations for Crunchyroll Awards, considering so many nominations feel redundant.
My priority is always family, my niece, even if it requires hard choices now and again.
Best example I can think of right off the top of my head, because we're going to be talking about it in a minute, is Best Anime Song and Best Opening. There are like 3 nominations that are shared between the two, and so what was the point of it? Ionic Gain, Lightning Lance, or objectively speaking, Double Strike. Oh my goodness, we got Double Strike level 4. All right, let's go. And we'll keep going for Bone here. Prophecy fulfilled. What prophecy was I missing? I don't know. Well, we'll find out when we complete the run, I suppose. Anyway, so what else is there to talk about? So I guess we'll start with the next nomination. So most I must protect. What is it? Most protectable character, I believe, or I forget. The most must protect at all costs character. There we go. That's what it is. I'm pretty sure. Once I finish this room, I'm just going to pull open my notes so that I can reference this more consistently. There we go. Best anime must protect at all costs character. So some of these characters just don't fit that nomination for me, like Mao Mao and particularly Mao Mao and Izuku Midoriya. I don't think they're protected at all costs because they can protect themselves. Like, don't mess with them. Deku is Midoriya, for context, Kiwi. Deku is his nickname. He is effectively Superman, really strong, can punch his way to a victory in any problem, and
sense of peace.
There we go.
he's a sweet, kind-hearted lad, but he can fight his own battles. He doesn't need people to protect him. I'm gonna go for the palm and try to get it on the cast, I think. Anyway, so, and Mao Mao, I mean, you know, Kiwi, we watched Apothecary Diaries together. Mao Mao will absolutely put you in your place. She needs protection at all. She needs protection from herself, but she can absolutely take care of herself too. She's incredibly intelligent and witty, hilariously so in some instances, prone to self-injury in others, but again, she doesn't need protection from anyone other than herself in most instances. Some of the other nominations I don't really have any personal connection to or knowledge of what their characters are like, so I'll leave those out, namely Haruko Waguri from Fragrant Flower That Blooms with Dignity. I didn't watch that. And Takopi is also a character that I don't think I want to say should be protected at all costs. If anything, I think I need to be protected from Takopi. I will not spoil the reason for that, but if you've seen the anime, you can kind of understand why. Takopi is a pure and kind-hearted soul, but poor kid doesn't know anything and is going to cause harm in the process of trying to figure it out. I think since we're running a cast build, I really don't care about hammers here. Let's see if I get another god. Another Haraboon. Okay, so let's take the Palm Slice. It's Nexus Rush, not that exciting. And then what have we got here, Hera? Hera. Proper upbringing. While I have 2 of every infusion, all common boons gain rarity. We won't have that. We don't have that yet, but it'll be I think it'll be easy to get a fire boon by the end of the run. We don't have any gods that give it yet, but we still have 2 more god slots, so I think it's a reasonable chance. We'll take this for now. And yeah, I'll take the HP as well. We'll just take all of it. Thanks, Garon. So really, my vote for this is going to be
to face me thus.
be between Anya Forger and
You spoke
Suika.
the vow of rivals once more, and I didn't even have to ask. Was it the added fierceness of this test that compelled you, or the change of locale?
I just wanted to meet my fear quota.
Perhaps both, Headmistress. I want to keep things lively and to keep making the most of these tests of yours.
Keeping things lively may be difficult in this realm, but I take your meaning. I have asked you to hold nothing back against me, and this way I can best heed my own advice.
Appreciate that. Here, have an electric bird. Oh my goodness, we have already, like, oh my goodness, I think we already phased her. Did we? Yeah, we phased her instantly. See how strong Aspect of Circe is, actually. So yeah, it's between Anya Forger, who I know you're familiar with, Kiwi. She is our little gremlin child of Spy Family fame. And then alternatively, we have Suika, who is from Dr. Stone, which is an anime that I don't think you would strictly... I feel like there are bits and pieces of it that you would like and dislike. Probably in typical fashion, just the classic anime hypersexualization would be something you're not a fan of. But not every character is hypersexualized, but it does get old pretty quickly. Can I actually pull this off? I did. Wow, I feel cool about that. Dodged every bullet. Anyway, so that aside, I do think it is a really fun edutainment sort of anime focused on a love of science, and Suika is one of my favorite characters in the anime. She's this cute little character named after watermelons, and most of my appreciation for her comes from the first season, where she is granted a solution to her very terrible nearsightedness.
May all your enemies beyond succumb to you as readily.
And that was one of the first moments in the series that like really had an emotional resonance to me, because you just get to see someone who has spent their entire life severely visually impaired getting to see the world and the beauty of the world, because science is being reintroduced to a world that significantly lacked it.
Oh, hello there, Sandpappy.
Grandfather, what of the 3 fates? You truly sent them into exile without knowing where they went.
Well, yes. Another terrible mistake I dearly wish to rectify. I'm attempting to locate them in the depths of possibility, except they could be almost anywhere in there.
All right, so I think we're making a little plot thread move along where we'll find the fates eventually.
There must be something we can do. Are they in any danger? And don't you fear reprisal if we ever find them?
I must admit I do fear somewhat more for me than them, but my attempts to resist the workings of the fates have never been successful in the past. Should they return, I shall accept whatsoever they may have in store.
We'll figure something out.
Prophecy advanced. Oh, he left before I could give him a gift. Darn. But I don't know. My issue here is, like, if I was going based on first season Suika, objectively would vote for her. Similarly, pretty much every subsequent season that I've seen up to, I think, about season 4. I guess I did watch the most recent season, so yeah, I'm voting Suika. Kiwi, I know you don't have a connection to that character necessarily, but I do, and I think she is a protected all costs character. She is sweet, she is kind, she is hardworking,
Down I go.
and she's a cute little girl who is watermelon themed, and you know how much I love watermelons. Anya is a gremlin child, and I think she is a strong contender, and probably who's going to objectively win this
Practicing, Skilla.
this nomination. But
Beyond lies Uncle Poseidon's realm.
I can vote for who I feel is my vote and accept that she's not going to be the winner here, but it's fine. Moving on, next is Best Anime Song. So like I said before, it's a bit redundant with Best Anime Opening and Ending, but I did kind of review all of these options with Kiwi actually in tow before starting to record this, so that I could have them fresh in my mind and take a little note that I could probably on occasion reference if need be, about my feelings about each individual song. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in order of least favorite to most favorite, and unless I outright say I dislike a song, please understand that most of these I do like. It's just comparing them, it's a relative ranking, understood? So the one that I rank lowest isn't necessarily bad, it's just that for me, it wasn't as good as the other options, is how I will justify this. So starting off, we have got, let's see, ooh, percent more chance, or I think we'll take the Heaven Strike buff here. Let me just scroll down real quick so I can see my notes. There we go. Okay, so
Good.
my first,
Yeah.
1 second, I suppose.
So. Oh, I mean. Oh, right?
Looks valuable, Rocky.
We're just completely ignoring him
Yeah.
and his, whatever his plight that he's self-inflicting is. Here, have a nectar.
Wow, how thoughtful and all that. You dummy, though. Don't you realize I'm just gonna add this to the pile with the rest, so that some other would-be suitor ends up taking it?
Sure, it's a gift. You get to decide what to do with it. Perhaps one of those other would-be suitors would enjoy it if that's what you want.
He's having fun with this.
Don't you get lonely sitting here, staring into those waters? Especially in a place like this.
Lonely? I don't know the meaning of the word. I have the best company you could ever ask for. Me.
All right, random boon or palms or max HP. Honestly, max HP is pretty appealing here, but let's take the random boon and see what we lock in.
See you around.
Seeds.
Tidings to you,
Oh,
niece.
hello, Poseidon.
Are you niece the bottom of the sea? Or very close to it? Must be even darker than what you're accustomed to. And the terrible pressure. Not even I can stand it for too long. So how can you?
Actually, Poseidon's great here because if we get Geyser Spout, that would be really good for us. Let's see. Your Omega moves launch a wide wave ahead that does 120 damage, but use an extra 5 magic. I can stomach that. That's a lot of base damage. Alternatively, Floodgain is not a bad option here. I'm not really using Omegas that much, so I'm gonna take Ocean Swell. I'm getting. Oh, hey, Heffy, perfect. You'll give me a fire boon. All right, we cool. We'll be able to get what we were aiming for with that Hera boon, proper upbringing or whatever it was called. Just our single target damage is disgusting right now. I love this. I love Circe so much.
Off too witchy. The underworld's got her from the looks of it, all cold and wet. Piss poor working conditions, that much is clear.
Alrighty, so let's talk about best anime song, and we'll take. I guess we'll take Uncanny Fortitude. May as well, yeah.
There.
So, my least favorite of the options is Watch Me by Yaosobe for Witch Watch.
Charon keeps his mouth shut, and you better do the same.
He does not keep his mouth shut, just no one can understand what he's saying. We just pretend like we do and nod along. Alright, I'm taking Hef here.
Hear me, on my authority.
And we get Martial Art. For each Earth boon you get, 5% more damage. I presume this affects our cast, so definitely like that. And another Hef boon? Sure, why not? Why not indeed? So, for me, Watch Me is very upbeat and fun. It's cute. It's just not my cup of tea in terms of song. Like, so to be clear, the way I'm going to do this is for best anime song, I am looking at the song on its own merit. I am not looking at whatever it was animated with, what its source material is, or the context of the scene it came in. Whereas for the openings and endings, I am going to look at them as a combination of both song and visual. And that's how I'm going to approach this. So, just for a bit of context. So for me, if I'm looking at the song alone, I don't care for Watch Me that much. It's not a song I would actively seek to listen to again, but it is fun. It's upbeat. I wouldn't complain about listening to it again. I just wouldn't go out of my way to do so. After that, probably Iris Out, believe it or not. Like, I know this was the internet's darling when it came out, but it just
Enough of this.
it's not my cup of tea either, honestly. Let's see, Volcanic Special, Heavy Metal. I'll take his special, I think. Yeah. Proper upbringing is now upgraded thanks to that, and I think now, can I take this?
I should be able to
Double,
avoid this lot.
Double Strike just got rarefied because we have the... Oh goodness, I have to not get hit here. Gotta be careful with that. Rocky can plant these, can aggro enemies and just plant these rings for me so I can keep my distance and safely just DPS them from a safe distance without taking a hit, hopefully. Stray Shot is almost inevitably going to catch me though. I know how this works. Rocky, what are you doing all the way over there not attacking a single thing? Oh, maybe you're attacking him. Okay, there we go. And there we go. Cool. We get some max HP. Love it. And then... I could use the coin for a boon, so I'll go that. I think I have enough max HP at this point. I'm pretty safe. Alright, so yeah, I feel like for me, Iris Out, just I like the bit of piano that happens somewhere in like the second third of the full version of the song, and it's still a very catchy song. The oh my goodness, the chorus in particular is so incredibly catchy. It's just not my cup of tea. There's too many parts of the song where I'm like, not a fan of it, or it's okay, but it doesn't really blow me away. But again, extremely catchy chorus, and we'll go for the boon here. I definitely prefer the full version. Again, that random piano that pops in out of nowhere, fantastic, very fun.
You would have taken any sort of blessing here and now, whether from me or any of my kin. Well, as the fates would have it, you're getting the very best.
What is your very best, Hera? Oh, well, I guess that is a fair contender. Born Gain Rare at epic tier is pretty amongst the best. Well, none of your other but actually, because we have our infusion, or proper upbringing, while none of your other boons are common, deal 24% more damage. We're basically guaranteed this 24% more damage, even though we have an epic tier Born Gain. I'm not falling for the trap. Uncommon Grace is too good to pass up. And now we just do 24% more damage for the rest of the run, and I think that will apply to our Zappy cast as well.
Did I?
What'd you think of our latest number, lady? Critics say Bewitching Eyes reveals a soulful, more vulnerable side of skill in the sirens. But what do they know?
Personally, I prefer Coral Crown.
I couldn't make out all the lyrics while fighting back you lot, but you sing of red and green bewitching eyes and love potions and such. Is this truly how you feel about me?
Aw.
No. Why would I feel any of those things, especially about you, lady? It's called a fictionalized work. And besides, JD mostly wrote that one.
Jetty, do you have a crush on us? Pray tell, I'm curious. Anyway, so what else is there to say? So I think that's really all I'm going to leave for Iris Out. It's just not my cup of tea. It's a good song. The chorus is so jammy catchy, but I don't think it does enough for me to really stand out. Then we have the opening of Apothecary Diaries, In Bloom. And for me, that one, there are parts that I really like. The first and last 20 seconds of the song are objectively my favorite parts, which are funny. But it's where it's much more heavy on the bass. There's a very focus on the underlying bass of the song. And I think it's also in part because I have the association with the animation, and I'm trying not to have that cloud my judgment and my opinion on the song. So if I go based on that, I do like how upbeat and happy the song is. It's very fun and positive. So I think it's a really good song. Again, it has some really good highs for me and some and more lows. It's an unbalanced overall opinion on it, I guess is how I would describe it. It's a good song. It's just the full version out of nowhere has a piano solo that goes really hard, and that caught me off guard. I really enjoyed that because I hadn't heard it. I don't up until that point only heard the song from the anime. All right, let's go ahead and grab calling card. I forgot to change out my keepsake on the last floor. Oops, I was too busy yapping to think. I got distracted by Sandpappy. That's really what it was. All right, we're good. We have calling card now, so I can upgrade some good boons. Next up, I have On the Way from Dan to Dan, Season 2. Easily one of my probably my most listened to song on this list, because it always ends up playing on the YouTube auto-created playlist, and it's a really good song for on the treadmill because I just so heavily associate it with running. More on that when we get to the Best Anime Openings category, which this is also nominee for, because, again, redundancy was necessary here. But I love the kind of like vocal squeaks that the singer does in the chorus. Like, I couldn't even possibly attempt to replicate it in a meaningful fashion, but I don't know, it's something similar to what Ado does in her music with some of her songs, where it just adds this extra bit of emotion and, like, I guess emotion is the best way to describe it. It adds a strong feeling, a voice break of sorts to the lyrics that just makes them more empowering almost, I would say. I don't know, it's hard to explain, but my association with running, how much I've listened to it, it's definitely up there for me. I'm trying to think if there's anything else I have to say about that. That's probably the main points about it that I want to say. My love definitely comes from how fun the original opening's animation is, but based on sound alone, it's still up there for me. There's our golden vow. I'm like, I can't find. I probably actually ran right into it and just missed it. Really need food, but I'll take it anyway. Here's Selene to show up. But honestly, like, here's my frustration with this being a nomination. It's already on Best Anime Opening, right? If we were going to have a Dan to Dan rep for Best Anime Song, why was it not Hunting Soul, the performance by the Hayashi brothers, or the Hayashi, I forget what their name. I'm just gonna call them brothers. I don't know if they're actually brothers.
Let us together
But
shine this night, O moon.
None of my light pierces this dismal region normally, but for you, little star, I shall not hesitate to pierce the heavens and the earth alike. Together, let us strive for victory.
like the animators had no reason to go as hard as they did with this scene, where they just have a bunch of Kiss-esque Japanese metal band characters perform a heavy metal exorcism. But that scene was a combination of just so awesome in terms of, I really like the music. The singer goes so hard in the English dub. Like I mentioned, Dawn to Dawn was one of the only English dubbed anime that I watched this past series of nominations. I don't know what to call it exactly, but they just go so hard with the vocals, and the animation is great. They are like they are
Zeus, take you.
awakening sleeping souls from graves to help with the exorcism, and they're just absolutely rocking out through the whole performance. It's so, and the characters and cast are rocking out as well. It's just all around a fantastic scene and a really fun song. And I know I'm not going based on animation for this nomination, but why was the Hayashi's performance not on this, aside from probably the controversy about how the Hayashis are based on an actual band in Japan, or certain actual faces in Japan, and maybe that's the point of contention here. But I don't know, I am disappointed by the choice of nomination here. Let's go ahead and get Echo. We haven't talked to Echo in a while. I can give her a nectar if I remember as well.
Hello again, Echo.
I don't know, that's really my feelings about it.
How have you been? How have you been? Oh, you know, this place sure is a change from Oceanus, if you've ever been. About the only friendly face up there is that Narcissus. Is that Narcissus? That Narcissus? That Narcissus?
Someone seems to know Narcissus.
Wait, your voice. You know him? Oh no. Knowing all his suitors, and knowing you're here in the land of the broken-hearted. Broken-hearted, broken-hearted, broken-hearted.
That sounds about right. All right. More gold or a random boon from last night? I think I'll take gold, and then I just have to remember that I have it and not buy something stupid.
I can have this.
Anyway, so next up on my list, so it's between Solo Leveling's opening and Jane Doe from Chainsaw Man. I feel like if I had the context of Dog, Hecuba, have a cookie.
Got something for you.
Oh my goodness, we are getting the dog.
If this treat is to your liking, then it means we share a bond. Of course we do. Hecuba, the honor is mine. We shall protect each other from now on.
Kiwi, I got a dog.
See you in the crossroads.
I got a dog. All right, wow, we did not get any boons in the crossroads. That's kind of lame. I guess between the two, we got the Hermes boon I really needed. More HP for safety, I suppose. I technically get HP by going the Hermes route too. I think I'm gonna go for the other Hermes boon, because I'll get HP from the magic because of the boon we got from Hephaestus. And then we also get coin to buy more boons, potentially. All right, so anyway, so between Reawaken from Solo Leveling Season 2 and Jane Doe, I think I'm going to give Jane Doe my second place. And I feel like I would probably rank it higher if I had the context from the scene it is in. I've only watched like 1 or 2 episodes of Chainsaw Man, and I am planning to go back and watch it proper soon enough. I just haven't had a chance to. But unfortunately, due to that reason, I have not seen the Rize Arc movie. And so the context and significance of these songs and their place are lost upon me. And even if I did have them, I suppose if I'm trying to be objective and not rank it based on context of scene and just song alone, I do really like this song. It's very pretty, or it's beautiful. I was surprised to see Utada Hikaru's name on that. She's the lady who sings all the Kingdom Hearts intros. So that was funny. Like, I feel like it is a disservice to only associate her with Kingdom Hearts. It's just, I feel like at one point I listened to more of her music, but it's been a very long time since I have done that. So I feel like it's unfair to only associate her with Kingdom Hearts. So maybe I'll go and listen to some of her discography at some point or another. Where is our golden bow? But anyway, I feel like regardless, it is beautiful, and I definitely like it more than Iris Out as far as songs associated with Chainsaw Man are concerned. But yeah, easily my second favorite, if not favorite. And I wonder if when I do get around to fully indulging in Chainsaw Man, if I won't find this to be the better of the two songs in the long run. But that does, unfortunately or fortunately, leave us with Solo Leveling's intro, Reawakener, to be my favorite of the bunch that is on this list, which I don't want to give too many wins to Solo Leveling, but I will give them this. It is a song that is extremely hype and gets you excited for what it's about to bring. It is what it is. Let's go ahead and just verify the dodge chance. And now, how much dodge chance did that just give us? That just gave us 18, just about 19% dodge chance. So that'll up our survivability on top of all the HP we've already gained pretty substantially. What have we got here?
You cannot hide from us.
This is a fancy foe. All right, Rocky. Pack him up. Oh, okay, it attacked immediately. That was cool of him. All right. I'm gonna focus on just not getting hit here if I can, even though it doesn't matter. Actually, he's just getting caught in the spell circle, so as long as I drop the spell circle and let Rocky do the rest of the damage, we're fine. Easy peasy. Oh, it dropped the head. Interesting. And there we go.
Washed in moonlight.
Give me your moon. Oh, right, I forgot I had a Hex. I should have taken Night Water. That was a mistake of mine, but Night Bloom is really strong, so I guess this is worth it in the end. Let's see. Indefinite is definitely our priority. Yeah, so let's go this route and get Indefinite duration first, and then I guess we'll just take this for the permanent damage up after using our Hex. That's fine. Guaranteed Zeus Boon or a shop? I guess I get to hold on to gold for until the Charon shop in the Tartarus, so this will work for me. I'll take Zeus. So yeah, I think my overall, like, if the On the Way song from Dandadan is my treadmill song, Reawakener is even more so, I think. I really like it.
Please, I expect from you only the best behavior, manners, and performance in the presence of my dear beloved wife, without whom I would be the merest shadow of my greatness.
The truest words you've spoken in quite some time, husband. And I'm more than just your dear beloved wife, aren't I? Seeing as I am the blasted queen. Not that your authority or mine has been worth much of anything of late.
They love each other. No, alright, we got King's Ransom, which is going to be disgusting here, Kiwi. We are going to sell all of our Hera boons and get +4 levels to all of our Zeus boons. Let's do it.
How thoughtful.
+16 to all boons of Zeus. That is, what is that? That is 535 blitz damage, and our base damage on our cast that, mind you, hits 0.35 seconds each time for 130 damage, but that is increased further because of the effect of Winter Circle and doubled because of Rocky, plus double strike. Oh my goodness, we have so much damage right now. It's disgusting. We got it. We got the high roll here. Awesome.
Got a bite.
Glad to see they kept the rule of 4 for Hades 2 in terms of fish. Once it bobs, the 4th time is guaranteed. But yeah, I think probably...
Hi, boy. Let's do our thing.
Look, the song does exactly what it should for a solo leveling song. Oh my goodness, there goes half of Cerberus' health immediately. I am so strong right now. I am so busted right now. Oh, this is disgusting. Anyway, the song is really hype. It's really energetic. It's fun to, like, go on a treadmill and run to. And then, for me, I watched the original music video. So it's Lisa, who is one of the, like, premier, like, most popular J-pop song producers in just anime. She did the intro to Sword Art Online, which got a ton of popularity, and has done so many others. And I can't deny that I do like her music.
The princess once again somehow withstands the fangs and flames of Cerberus himself.
But watching the music video, my goodness, Felix, the person who's doing the male vocals in this song, is possibly the most beautiful man I have ever seen. Like, I don't know how to describe him other than, like, extremely deep voice, but not a face to match. He is gorgeous, but why? This is just an audio-visual disconnect unlike any other. Also very worth mentioning, just the part where he's like, I hear Annie, are you okay? I hear Smooth, is it Smooth Criminal? No, I think it's Smooth Criminal. Forgive me, Michael Jackson. I hear Michael Jackson. Just, Annie, are you okay? Are you okay? Are you okay, Annie? Just, I hear it, and I can't unhear it, and it's so funny to me. Let's go ahead and take the experimental hammer. I don't care, I need to rank it up. Rapid Thrasher gain, what does that do for us, actually? Your attacks are 50% faster? Whatever. Cast deal 35% more damage. That will not last us to Chronos, unfortunately. So probably not worth it here. If I see one offered in the later chambers, I will take it for sure. We're definitely going to be doing some bonus chambers today. I have so much HP, I have a lot of survivability, and I have so much damage. I have so much gosh darn damage. Plus, I've only made it to... I haven't even made it through 2 categories, so I should probably make some better time here. Anyway, point being, I'm going to give this one to Reawakener from Lisa. I'm going to give this nomination to Reawakener from Solo Leveling Season 2 by Lisa. On to Best Anime Opening, I think is next. Hold on, let me actually scroll down real quick. Best anime score. Okay, I don't have a lot to say about this because unfortunately my mental, I just have not like mentally processed the scores of each of these. I do think I'm going to give this to Solo Leveling again because Hiroyuki Sawano is a god at what he does. And unfortunately he did do the soundtrack, well, I guess fortunately for Solo Leveling, he did the soundtrack. There's so much janky English throughout this entire series because of it, but like, I can't deny how hype Sawano's music, it just makes everything he touches, and that is all that Solo Leveling is. It is hype, it is action, it is spectacle. If it weren't for that, I would probably give it to Apothecary Diaries or Don to Don, because I guess technically, you know what, actually, hold on, wait, you know what? I don't have to give this to Solo Leveling anymore, because if we're going by based on best score, you know what is part of Don to Don's score? The Hayashi Hunting Soul performance. Okay, there we go. So Solo Leveling, you can just die in your grave and then get resurrected with a solid Arise. But okay, I don't have to give it to Solo Leveling. I'm giving it to the Don to Don purely because the Hayashi's performance is just so good. It's so darn good, and the rest of the soundtrack is solid. I don't have enough of a mental familiarity with the scores to really honor them appropriately. So I'm so happy I can in some way honor the Hayashi's performance.
Gloriously vicious Cerberus sits vigilantly by his master's side.
And then next up is Best Anime Opening Sequence. Okay, this one's gonna be interesting. But first,
little poem we gave you. We commissioned a very small number using only the finest gemstones, and always meant for you to have one once you were of age.
Well, surprise. And thank you. Not only is it beautiful, but it makes me feel more connected to the two of you.
Palms are said to have that effect. One could eat just a handful of their seeds and never want to leave the underworld again.
all right, let's see. Of these, I think Howling Soul would be pretty busted for us because then I can just keep my distance the whole time. Hero Stash is pretty crazy though. It's really good and it makes our attack and special deal 30% more damage. I'm not really using those though. I guess Howling Soul it is. I am just a bombarder now. All right, I'll take it. All right, so I need to bang out the rest of these categories so I don't have to talk about this in the next episode too. I'm doing such a bad job of focusing. Or I guess I just had so much to say about the previous nominations, and we are not getting any bonus chambers, so they're like, oh, you wanted to buy time? Well, better talk fast, Jeff, because you're not getting any bonus time at all. Okay, fair enough. So what else is there to say? So I think, so the nominations were Revo, or the Revo by Porno Graffiti for My Hero Academia's final season. This one, as an opener, really just doesn't do much for me. Honestly, I found it kind of boring, both the song and the animation too. I do appreciate the little bit of comic scene that they have at the start that is kind of a flashback set of flashback panels. I thought that was a nice little touch. And what else did I say? I also liked at the end how we have a scene of Deku and Shigaraki kind of reaching out towards each other, because I think given the context of what I know from the manga and how the story ends, even though I haven't seen the actual final season to see how they animated and directed it, like I do find that scene rather meaningful for what it represents. So there is that to appreciate there. There are definitely bits to appreciate there, no questions about that. I think overall if the goal of an opener is to get you hype and excited and give you a visual, auditory spectacle to really get you in the mood for what's about to come, I feel like the Revo and the opening animation that goes along with it just kind of falls short, unfortunately. What we got here? Don't take damage? It's don't take damage. Okay, this is going to be a little dicey just given the situation. I'm gonna just safely projectile from a distance, and inevitably enemies will spawn on top of me, but I do have my cast, I do have blitz damage. Oh, well, okay, we tried. That was my own fault, I dashed right into it. These tight chambers in Tartarus make this a lot harder to no damage, that's for sure. It also doesn't help that I can't always see where the attacks are coming from in these scenarios. We are getting a Hera mini-boss, so we can potentially get one of her supporting boons back, which will be quite nice.
Experience.
And a red onion, womp womp. Anyway, so next up is Call of the Night, Call of the Nights intro Mirage by CreepyNuts. Again, it's a situation where the animation and the audio kind of are a degree of dissonant with each other, I would say. Ooh, extended family. Will that affect? That will affect. I think this will affect our cast damage. It'll. We're gonna take extended family for sure. 6% more damage per god we have, so that should be 5 altogether now between Hermes and the 4 core gods. So we're getting a 30% damage up on our cast, which is already just doing a stupid amount of damage. Love it, love it. Get any more extra chambers? I think that's it, unfortunately. Oh no, more money. Cool. More money, more time. So yeah, I appreciate.
I can access this old fountain.
A long-forgotten hidden refuge within Tartarus provides the Princess of the Dead some small reprieve, much as it did for her own brother in a bygone time.
Anyway,
These waters still run clear enough somehow.
I think out of all of them, Mirage probably is my favorite song of the bunch from these openings that are on the list, but just it feels a little disconnected from the visuals themselves. Like if it were just kind of nighttime vibes, it does fit the aesthetic of just a song someone's playing at night while walking the streets, but they have it, the chorus of the song accompany a big bombastic fight scene, which, my god, that fight scene is so beautifully animated. Fantastic animation there, but it kind of doesn't fit the vibe of the song there, and it feels a little dissonant in my opinion. Still, I love CreepyNuts. I think they have some really great songs of late. They have been banging out some really good songs. It really doesn't matter what I take here, does it? Oh, you know what? More range from extending wallop. I'll take that, sure. Yeah, that gives us a nice bit of range on the attack. But yeah, I do also appreciate the visual storytelling. There's clearly some sort of obsession with this vampire hunter type character against our main pink-haired vampire lady. And again, the visual fight, the fight at the end, oh my goodness, it's so good looking. I always love the trope of like catching a sword or a bullet or something by the teeth and then spitting it away. And of course a vampire would do that. Alucard from Helsing did that, and oh my goodness, it's just so, it's such a cool thing to animate when it's done right, when it's done well. But yeah, overall, it doesn't do a lot for being an opening. It's just I would not complain about hearing it again or seeing it again. It's just, I think there are better contenders here in this instance. Is that it? That's it. All right, on to the shop. And I have to remember I have gold, 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 so I want to buy the most expensive boon first. Or an anvil. Oh, well, this is the lamest possible setup. I guess I'll take the palms here. And we'll go ahead and put that on Storm Ring so we can do even more damage with that. Sure, why not? And another Storm Ring. We are at 150 damage base on Storm Ring, which is just absolutely disgusting. And then Heffy is going to give us Grand Caldera? Molten Touch. I'll take Grand Caldera and rank it up. A little bit more damage on that one special that does extra damage every 8 seconds. All right, Kiwi, let's go say hi to Sandpappy and realize that I have like 4 nominations and I'm only halfway done with the first of them. This is awkward.
Time to go.
I guess I'm gonna have to talk more about this in the next episode as it turns out, but at least I have things written out for myself so I won't forget what I wanted to talk about.
I'm home.
Welcome back. An evening most unusual this has turned out to be. My forces fought so fiercely against you, yet somehow proved unable to succeed. I shall have to have a word with them.
They still shall fear me more than you. Through all of this adversity that you put up, I grow in strength. And when you too lie in ruin, Knight's will shall finally be done.
Spoken like a mindless follower. My girl, you are not entirely dissimilar from some of those who regularly fail to do my bidding. And I shall treat you very much the same.
Does that mean you bend over backwards for your servants that disobey you and you get your booty smacked? Because that's what's about to happen here. Say hi to your son for me. Ha! All right, Zappy Pappy, show him what's what. And phased. Say hi to your son, Zeus. Anyway, all right, so next up we have Dandadan's opening on the way yet again. Once again, another repeat nomination. Love those, love those. Definitely makes the anime awards feel like these nominations are earned and worthy of their title. Sure, why not? I'm not bitter at all about how... Never mind. I don't need to complain. There are more educated and better spoken people than I who can talk about this. My gosh, our damage is disgusting. I want to celebrate. We are going to just phase him instantly. There we go. There's half his health in an instant. And fun fact, if you didn't know, if you phase him while he's doing his instant kill move, you actually disable his instant kill move. So he's got 2 healers that are healing him for 50 HP like a second, or less than a second, frankly. And I don't care. I'm just going to go ahead and say, hi, Sandpappy. Have a little lightning. Have a little more lightning. More lightning. That was a... I think I just crit for 7,100 damage there.
Shall be short-lived.
What a disgusting run. Oh, gosh.
Death to Kronos.
Death to Kronos.
How is this possible?
Like, I'll have to rewatch the footage, but I'm pretty sure I just crit for 71, almost 7,200 damage. Oh my gosh. Look at that cast damage. Like, oh my goodness. And keep in mind, we aren't even fully ranked aspects of Circe. We are level 2 aspect of Circe. Circe, whatever. All right, what are we gonna honor here? Extended family is funny. Oh man, I guess, oh gosh, what do I do here? All right, definitely aspect of Circe. Extended family. What else? What else would have affected double strike? 57% chance on double strike. King's Ransom plus 16. Winter Circle. Oh my gosh, Winter Circle was so gross here. What else have we got? Hasty Retreat, just to have an 80% dodge chance was pretty funny, but didn't really matter. Really didn't use Ocean Swell at all. The 4% crit chance is funny, haha, but didn't do too much. I mean, at this point, it's just level 20, level 25 Storm Ring. Oh, how wild is that? All right, I think Storm Ring has to be at the bottom so we can see it, though. But 535 base damage on Blitz, plus the chance for it to double strike at 57% chance, and then all of the damage buffs that Storm Ring had. I don't even know if we had Origination going there. I don't think we did. We had Blitz, and we had... Oh, wait, no, Grand Caldera inflicts... Blow. Okay, so every time we hit them with a special, they did have, in theory, that going for us. But wow, just wild. Just wild.
Testament enacted.
All right, let me see if I can finish my thoughts on this nomination, but I might have to finish them in the next one, honestly, Kiwi. Let's let Homer take us home first.
After accomplishing a truly monumental feat, the ever-modest Princess of the Dead respectfully requests for there to be no boasting or exaggerated tales of her ultimate result. Merely a brief acknowledgement like this.
How humble of Mel.
Return to Shadow now.
All right, Kiwi, I think what I'm going to do is, because it's so dialogue heavy at the end here, I will put a pause on my discussion, and I guess we'll have one surprise bonus episode of anime award conversation before I finally move on from this topic in our Hades playthrough.
Didn't we, Freenos?
But I want to hear the voice lines of everyone who has to talk here. I am approaching. I am approaching.
Everlasting pain and suffering upon you, witch. You trespass on my hallowed ground. Your cries for mercy shall drown in your throat.
Did someone say throat? Oh, I love a good throat.
Please, forgive my careless indiscretion, Madam Spirit. I beg of you. I intended no offense.
Oh, wow. You're really into this stuff, huh?
To be clear, I'm making a Lorenz reference. To be clear, I'm making a Lorenz reference. Don't take that as a weird thing to say. I love myself a good delicate neck.
Oh, you don't need to get this kind of stuff from me. I can just take whatever stuff of yours I want when you're out.
Well, you can't take this while I'm out. I keep it on me at all times for just such an occasion.
I love our tent gremlin.
May the underworld renovations go smoothly.
But yeah, I think what I'll do is I will pick up about my conversation about these openings, endings, and voice actors in the next episode. I go too.
A pitch black stone has been here this entire time, and I failed to detect it. I fear I'm beginning to slip up more often than acceptable.
It was inert just recently, Lord Moros, until your grandparent gave me an idea for how to see the possibilities within. Though, perhaps I ought to have checked with you first. You're troubled.
Well, it's just... Chaos and my sisters didn't always get along. Chaos wanted everything to be possible, while the Fates, their desire is for things a certain way. But they would all agree that you should use the stone as you see fit.
That is an interesting notion to think about how Chaos and the Fates were probably at odds with each other. Chaos wants the whims of the Fate to be whimsical, and the whims of the Fate are more like, we have a set path in mind. An interesting notion.
Like a pitch black stone to bring the family together, right?
Maybe that little bit of sentiment is part of the reason why Chaos was willing to give up their location to Kronos.
Right.
Alright, Bared Fangs. Oh, okay, that's the prophecy we got. The daughter of the god of the dead shall vanquish foes imbued with each of the different dangerous perks from the vows of Fangs and Oath of the Oath of the Unseen. Earn 2 Testament.
Serve the night, and the night shall give back.
We have made more progress with Melanoe Seek Us. We just need to find who trained us, so that would be Hecate. He who is our emissary is certainly what's his face? Moros, who we just talked to, and then seek who know he who labors for the gods. I assume that's Hercules, but I'm not sure. Seek Prometheus to reveal more. Discuss the findings with Dora. Okay. Looks like we'll have to do some more overworld runs.
Hey.
Oh, hey, Odie.
Another victory for the unseen. I've seen you here alone more often lately, Odysseus. You're thinking about your family, aren't you? Some potent memory from your past.
Penelope.
Now, goddess, you may see through most of us shades, but your empathy for me is a bit misplaced. Penelope, Telemachus, and I... we're cordial with each other still, but... how to say this without sounding callous?
I might have gotten all my men killed and then, just for the sake of seeing them again.
Please speak your mind with me. I'm certain you're not callous.
My mind wanders not to matters of family, but to the siren's blasted song. I scarce got to hear it even once whilst navigating through their waters. I wanted desperately to cast myself into the sea just for a better listen.
The siren's song? You can't expect me to believe that Scylla's incessant drivel is the source of the great tactician's concerns of late.
I would be really curious to see in this context. Clearly Mel is not feeling it, but I wonder if Zagreus would fall for the songs.
Now, spare me the ridicule. I'm dead serious about this. You weren't with me on the surface there and wouldn't understand.
Seemingly not.
Mel has heard 3 of their songs, none of which were to her taste. Once again, I maintain that Coral Crown is my favorite. Hello, Artemis.
Who is that shade across the river over there with all the parchment sacks? Never looks directly at me, but keeps glancing over as though it isn't obvious.
This is not the sort of dialogue I expected.
Oh, you must mean the record keeper, who's probably just intrigued by your beautiful song. And likely he's keeping meticulous track somewhere of each time you sing.
Well, it's a good thing I am not self-conscious in the least. Hey, record keeper, this one's for you.
Okay, that's really cute. I appreciated that. I appreciated that a lot, actually. That was cute. That was very cute. The little emoji that appeared over his head. Oh my god, she's singing for me!
One fewer wretched Titan. Have you been finding anything of use out there in your forays? No point returning empty-handed, though you may lack the necessary tools, I suppose.
Erebus still teems with hidden life. I'm finding all sorts of things we need out there. I'm very grateful for the purse. It never weighs me down.
Mostly because I never use it, therefore it can't possibly weigh me down.
A witch cannot afford to be encumbered. The blessings and such from your relatives may be fleeting, but whatever goes into that purse isn't going anywhere. Not till you use it, of course.
Alright. I think I hold on to things for now, just in case there are things I really, really want. I don't even know if they're redundant. I just don't want to look and find out, honestly.
How fare you all tonight?
Are you certain it's all right for us to stay? Cause of death, betrayal.
Got there. Sooner or later, everything always comes full circle, princess.
that a joke because we used the aspect of Circe? Because we had 2 full circles right there, Nem.
See you out there?
Very cute, very cute. Didn't think you were the dad joke sort of fellow.
A small spring draws its heat from deep within the earth. Its water so pristine and pure that they can cleanse the body and the soul.
If that's the case, then why does no one want to bathe with me?
If I get in, I might never want to get out. They say to never bathe alone.
Well, let someone bathe with me. All right, Hypnos, anything? Well said, my dear. All right, let's gather up our plants and call it a night. Ah, Kiwi, it's been nice to record again. It really, 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 really has been nice to record again. I have missed this. And I finally have the mental wherewithal and, more importantly, the free time to be able to do so. So here we are, yet again, saying goodnight to our dearest Scalameus.
Huzzah! Another glorious victory, another well-earned gift.
Wait.
Knight's second gift awaits.
Kiwi, we get another statue. Hold on. Okay. The big reveal. Let's admire.
She
Wait.
sure looks strong.
Oh, maybe we have to talk to Skelly for the... Okay. We have to get the permission from Skelly. Okay, Skelly, the grand reveal, please.
Now, young one, avert your eyes lest you be smitten by the glory over here.
Wow.
Oh my god, it's beautiful. I am smitten.
Commander, I'm rather at a loss for words, I think. Though I am honored, truly.
Mel, you are far too kind and humble. I would be so uncomfortable if someone made a statue of me that looks like that.
Oh, you better be. You got any idea what I mean, the fates must have gone through to put these things together. But Knight's champion deserves only the best. Which is that last one you haven't seen just yet.
Don't worry, we'll be working our way towards 32 Fear soon enough.
My mind reels at the thought of a sculpture in excess of those. It's covered in Knight's drapery. What's to stop me from merely taking a look? Apparently you've already seen it.
Sounds like you might not be Knight's champion after all, suggesting underhanded tactics such as that. You want to win top honors, you gotta have honor. And that means no peeking. Are you gonna use the oath again or what?
Skelly, I feel like there will come a time one day in the far off future where your 32 Fear will mean nothing to me, and I will be doing 50 heat plus runs and just rubbing it in everyone's face, mostly my own, because who really cares? It's a video game. It's a competition against myself at the end of the day and no one else.
I don't know. All this still strikes me as a bit unwise. While I value your encouragement and am inspired by your words of validation, perhaps I shouldn't be so quick to pin my sense of self-worth on accumulating material possessions.
Come on, young one, you mustn't speak that way.
Yeah, get more nocturnal arms. It's more fun that way.
I see you found your way from Erebus.
My good shade? Where'd you go?
Fast to hope, good shade.
Alrighty, Kiwi. That is all we've got for tonight. Wait. We have one more thing. Wait, I've got a dog. Hi, dog. Dog.
Get that dog away from me.
No. The dog, let's go be friends with Skelly. Get him, Hecuba. Heck him up, Hecuba. Heck him up. Hecuba? Heck him up. Hecuba. Alright, I'm just gonna pet.
Good girl, Hecuba.
I pet that dog. Kiwi, I have a dog. She's so good. She's such a good girl. Here, have a treat. Have a cookie.
Here you go.
Oh, what? I've never actually done this before, Kiwi. Let's see. Familiar bonds. With proper training and a diet, a witch's familiar can grow mighty indeed. Spirit bond, gain an extra 15 magic. Earth bond, 30% more chance to find digging spots. And guard bond, Hecuba stuns surrounding foes every 7 to 8 seconds. I think I would mostly be taking Hecuba for the max mana or the meta progression, so I'll take Spirit bond here, I think.
Good, wasn't it?
There we go. That's a good dog. Oh, heck yeah, Kiwi. I have a dog familiar now. And honestly, this is perfect because the axe is one of the most mana-consuming weapons in the game. Let's go ahead and run an aspect of Charon run, honestly. Let's go ahead and rank it up one. And I'll renegotiate my Arcana. Thank you, Skelly. Thank you. I'll go ahead and figure out my Arcana off camera because I don't think the next run's going to be a Fate Swim since I want to run Charon. So, with all that said, Kiwi, I hope you have enjoyed watching, and if you are awake, I hope this is helping you fall asleep. If you are sleeping, I hope you are sleeping well. I love you, and I will see you in the next one. for a little more Hades 2 and a little more anime rambling. See you then.